on the pro stock. Dougie Thompson is on the flag stand, and he brings the field to green. Mason Ziegler out to the early lead through 1 and 2. The Crusher follows him down the backstretch in second.
Here comes Kenny Schultenbrand right up into the third spot for the Truth. Greg Satterley right behind him, lap number 1 in the books.
He trained Alex Free, last week's feature winner, on the gas here early. Number 1 Cochran late model who'd love to park that thing for the second straight time. Cash that big $10,000 check and take home that Autism Awareness 50 trophy. Ziegler and Norris back on the gas, and we're back to green.
Down into turns 1 and 2, similar lines. Here comes Schultenbrand to the bottom, but a huge run coming down the backstretch for Michael Norris.
Norris to the left, rear of Ziegler, slide job through 3 and 4. Michael Norris to the lead on lap 5.
Might be too early for 3 wide racing, but not too early for some slide jobs. Mason Ziegler with the response in 1 and 2, but here comes Norris yet again.
Nice diamond move through 1 and 2 for Michael Norris, but Ziegler is going to regain the lead here officially on lap 6. 3 and 4. That was Andrew Wiley, but he's gathered back up and we stay green.
Field starting to space themselves out here, and we've got a car over 3 and 4. It's Michael Norris, and that will undoubtedly bring out a caution.
See how far he can progress. We got our first Highland Tire instant replay of the night. See Ziegler through the high side. Yep, Mike just up and over the cushion. Not enough there to hold him on, unfortunately for Mike. Stands on the gas, and we're back to green.
It'll be a good move so far as they make their way through turns 1 and 2. Mason Ziegler right up to the high line, and he is off to the races down the backstretch.
Now backstretch behind Ziegler, it's Free, Frank, and Schultenbrand. Dan Angelico into the top 5 underneath Satterley.
Pretty early on, but we're starting to see some of the drivers who started mid to back pack starting to make their way through. As you mentioned, Angelico, but here comes the shark, Eric Wilson now. He's going to be battling with Greg Satterley for that 6th position.
The high side follows the shark, Eric Wilson. Now into 1 and 2 as well. Garvin slides up, bangs doors with Eric Wilson. Michael Norris gets a 2 for 1 down the backstretch off of turn 2.
Buy one, get one special for the
He slides right up into the line of your leader, Ziegler. Ziegler crosses under into 1 and 2. Now sets his sights on the back bumper of Gary Lau down the backstretch and put him a lap down.
You got Gary Lau, and we got a car spot right in front of your leaders over in turn number 4. That's going to bring out the caution. Goodness gracious, couldn't come at a worse time.
Probably a good break for Ziegler as that heavy traffic and Alex Free.
But that is not the case for Michael Norris. He's going to look to advance here real quick on this restart.
Down the front stretch for Freeze, closer this time for 1 and 2. Trouble again on the cushion for Norris. He fades a few positions on the restart. Out front, Mason Ziegler will lead lap 19.
There's misfortune, there is opportunity. Eric Wilson now in front of Norris. Norris has some work to do yet again. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, but Mason Ziegler proving to be dominant. Chuck Frank trying to show the nose to Alex Free going into 3 and 4 now.
Free, Weidesander, 3 and 4. It's Norris on the bottom, then Satterley and White. Norris gets a 2 for 1 again in 3 and 4.
Unbelievable racing here on a Friday night at the Lernerville Speedway. You can put 4 of them in a shoebox right now. Satterley, Norris goes to the bottom of Satterley now in 3. He's going to look for the slide job. He doesn't have to necessarily do it. Coming out of 4, he does. He gets another spot.
Laps in the books, 27 to go. Mason Ziegler brings the field back to green.
Angelico throwing his nose between Chubzilla and Alex Free. Coming down through turn number 2 now. Here comes Angelico to the outside of Chubb Frank.
Angelico looking to take that 3rd spot. Chubb hugging the bottom. Angelico's going to get the position though. Goes in Angelico into the 3rd position. Looks at the flag stand for Mason Ziegler. Free right there. Chubb Frank holding by a slight margin the 3rd position over Mike Norris.
The cushion has been a little bit tricky here in the early stages as Norris makes the move now for 3rd down the backstretch on Chubzilla, Chubb Frank, and he's going to secure it here, but a crossover maneuver attempt for Chubzilla, not going to be enough. Norris to 3rd. Norris going to try to look for something, but you got to stay patient. You mentioned it earlier, Eric, though the laps are closing, the drivers know it. You can't make a move too early. You can't be too aggressive. You got to time it out just right. And there he goes. Norris to the bottom of 1 and 2.
Norris to the second spot, but Faris zips around and holds P2 down the backstretch. 4 and now.
Ziegler yet. You got to wonder if that is by plan or if it's just simply because Ziegler is just that much better at this point of the race.
Lap and a half to go. Norris looking to the bottom. He'll throw a slider in through 3 and 4. Norris to second out of turn 4 as Ziegler takes the white flag.
One more opportunity for the Crusher, Mike Norris, to pull off a great upset here. He's got a run coming down the backstretch.
Ziegler to the high side, Norris to the bottom, Lawler there as well. Ziegler's gonna take it, checkered flag. Oh, Michael Norris had a problem through 3 and 4. He'll come home third. Green flag now. Shetler on the bottom, but Bowser will lead off at 2. He slides off the backstretch, gathers up quickly to hold the lead heading into 3 and 4. Carl Bowser leads lap 1 ahead of Shetler, Gallagher, and Madden. Carl Bowser brings the field back to green. Bard up over the cushion on the restart. Bard was straddling the cushion through 3 and 4. Side, Willman, Brandon Mattis on the bottom. Bowser still leads the field down the backstretch. Flick the 4th past Gallagher. Yeah. Looks like it's going to be more like 3 this time at the stand. AJ Flick all over Brandon Spithaler. Third, it was about a 2-second gap there for Brandon Mattis. Second behind Carl Bowser now has a lot of clean air and open track in front of him as he comes to the cross flags. 13 in, 12 laps to go for the Butler Bullet. AJ Flick the third around Brandon Spithaler. Inside of 3 and 4, traffic coming into play out front for Carl Bowser. AJ Flick with a slide job underneath Brandon Mattis. Mattis tries to cross back under. Flick we're in the drag race to the flag stand. AJ Flick the second on lap 16. 3 lap cars between Bowser and that battle for second. Tail tank Carl Bowser comes to complete lap 18 at the stand. Oh, caution, and now upside down. Red flag, turn 4. Brandon Mattis. Todd Brigard spun right in front. Brandon Mattis had nowhere to go. Resistance as we go back to green. Spithaler follows Flicks to the high side, gives Gallagher to the bottom, gives Gallagher the high side, Gallagher to third down the back stretch. Spithaler slides Gallagher back through 3 and 4 to hold P3 at the stand. Down the backstretch, it's Bowser, Flick, Spithaler, Gallagher and Kurger wheel to wheel for 4. Slower car of Todd Brigard in front of him, Flick to the bottom. Bowser on the high side. Bowser has the advantage still down the backstretch. Flick's gonna take to the high side down the back straightaway. He'll try a slide job in 3 and 4, not enough there. Checkered flag's gonna wave for the Butler Bullet, Carl Bowser. Swartzlander and Justin Shea wheel to wheel and door to door down the backstretch. A little bit of contact there. Shoves Swartzlander to the inside of the back straightaway. Justin Shea will lead lap 1. Swartzlander battles back on the bottom of 1 and 2. Draws even again with Shea as they go down the backstretch. Shea noses ahead as they head to 3 and 4. Justin Shea leads again on lap 2 and 2. Good run off of 2 and down the backstretch by Swartzlander, patiently trying to make his way cleanly around the 14 of Justin Shea. Swartzlander to the lead on lap 5. Wide for 4th. Shigeldecker, Burdick, and Crummer. Shigeldecker gets a 2 for 1 down there in 3 and 4 as he gets to the 4 spot past Crummer and Burdick. Caution on the speedway. Austin Eiler crossed up in turn 2. Give up his right to restart this race, so we'll try it again through the Sprankle start zone. Better start that time. Just the same, Brian Swartzlander out to the early advantage through 1 and 2. Justin Shea paddles back with a good run off of 2. Draws even with Swartzlander as they enter 3 and 4. Justin Shea is on the move tonight. Swartzlander led that lap by 0.17 of a second. $15 laps in, 10 to go for Swartzlander, but a caution. I think that's Eiler again, this time on the top side of 3 and 4. Swartzlander leads down the backstretch. Good run off of 2 by Garrett Crummer. He's even again with Rex Keaton Jr. for 3rd. Justin Shea between the leaders in that battle for 3rd, still holding in 2nd. Shea looking for that first Lernerville feature win in a big block. Cooter trying to work the high side. Swartzlander rolled the middle of 1 and 2. Big run down the backstretch by Cooter. Swartzlander up to the cushion. Cooter diamonds 3 and 4. Swartzlander by 20 thousandths of a second at the stand. Slower car, Randy Cronister in front of your leaders. Here comes Cooter with the run around the top. Swartzlander better off the bottom. Swartzlander dives underneath Cronister. King's got nowhere to go. Drag race to the checkered flag. It's Brian Swartzlander picking up the win. Michael Norris, Mason Ziegler bring the field through 3 and 4 and through the Sprankle start zone now. Crusher to the bottom, Ziggy to the high side in the lead, slides the right rear off the back straightaway, gathers up quickly and leads the field into 3 and 4. Mason Ziegler won $10,000 earlier tonight, trying to double up and get $2,000 here in this 25-lap feature. Into play. Ziegler had just over a second lead ahead of Norris, and heavy traffic now for Ziggy as he comes to complete lap 15. Synchronized spinners in turn 4. Will slow the field. Big break there for Mason Ziegler as they were coming into heavy traffic. 15 laps in, 10 to go. Ziegler's chosen the outside for the restart. Puts Crusher on the inside. We're back to green. Drag race down the front stretch and into 1 and 2. Ziegler to the high side. Norris and Satterley on the bottom. Norris slides up. Momentary lead down the backstretch. Ziegler tucks back under and leads through 3 and 4. Shuts the door on Norris there through the bottom, slides up to the top at 2. Not much cushion there. Somehow Ziegler hangs on. But here comes Satterley, the slide job under Norris. The Truth in the second spot at the flag stand. Caution on the speedway at the tail of the field. Good restart by Mason Ziegler, but a good run through the bottom of 1 and 2 for Satterley. Satterley slides up and takes the lead down the backstretch. Oh, Ziegler up over the top of 3. Not sure if something locked up there, if he locked up the brakes. Ziegler off the top of 3, surrendering the lead. Satterley with a slight lead down the back straightaway. Norris tries to beat him the bottom of 3 and 4. Garvin and Dietz battle for third out front. Satterley leads lap 18. Norris follows through the middle of 1 and 2. A little bit different lines, but not top and bottom like we're used to seeing. Satterley leads Norris. White flag waves for Greg Satterley. 2.4 second lead at the stand ahead of Mike Norris. Open track ahead of your leader down the backstretch and into 3 and 4 for the final time. Checker flag will wave for the Truth, Greg Satterley.
Catch all the Lernerville action live and on demand at dirt.tv. Stay up to date with all Lernerville Speedway news at lernerville.com.